Yo, you hear that? I can hear my heartbeat.
So let's check this out.
All in the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar just dropped the newest installment of his The Heart series. Songs that he's used since the start of his career to speak straight from the heart about the mind state that he's in, and themes that he's focused on, before releasing a new project. This time it's accompanied by a music video where Kendrick uses deepfake technology to transform into multiple culturally influential black figures. Their hands are all over the album cover, and they're transformations that line up very intentionally with the lyrics of the track and tell a story of their own. Throughout the song, which samples Marvin Gaye on the chorus, Kendrick reflects on his role and responsibility as a cultural leader, trying to connect to people and create positive change, while also not speaking from a place of self-righteousness and privilege. He's not certain if he's doing enough or he's going about it in the right way. For example, the video starts with a quote from him claiming that he's all of us, that he identifies with and is motivated to help everybody, but even that is made uncertain by the period in the middle. What it really says is just, I am all of us. Later, when he raps that his consciousness is synchronized with others, the audio goes out of sync with his lips.
Consciousness is synchronized and crystal clear,
furthering this uncertainty. He tries to embody and take on all these different figures' perspectives, learning from and reconciling these differences that can't be ignored. But the central tension is that in reality, not everyone is on equal footing, and this uncertainty, this fear that he can never do enough and really connect to the people from the position that he's at, lingers throughout the video. So he opens as himself, as Kendrick the artist, rapping not to us but to some audience in the distance about the struggles of Compton life as he's been doing his whole career, quickly becoming self-critical about his portrayal of violence. The fact that murder is talked about so freely and happens so often has desensitized people to it. Something that he feels like he's contributed to. He starts listing murder, betrayal, and recklessness as things that are just accepted because they've been written off as aspects of their culture, just the way things are. The core ability to relate to that danger because of their privilege and status. OJ had a very different relationship with the police and the justice system than the average black man because of his celebrity, and Kendrick doesn't face the danger of Compton shootouts because of his bulletproof Rover. The paradox is that he says he's making himself an example and an inspiration, showing that it is possible for someone to make it out, but he's not really helping anyone by doing that, because in reality him and OJ's situation is so far removed from his audiences, this hope of safety doesn't apply to the people actually affected by the culture. He then more used by family and friends because of that money. This keeps Ye on the offensive, feeling like he needs to be the first to act and that he needs to act aggressively to keep his platform. This is what leads to his erratic behavior and distracting from the focus of helping people. And the work line being set by Kanye also felt like a writing is a tragic example of black-on-black violence, and the people who staged Jussie's attack were two Nigerian men he hired, not Trump supporters. The pain that Kendrick feels about Nipsey, the pain that this violence causes, isn't properly processed because nothing is done to reach a solution. It's drowned out in liquor, accepted as the way things are, reacted to with revenge and more violence, and downplayed until a breaking point is finally reached. Infidelity and disloyalty in relationships, another aspect of this culture, is ridiculed instead of recognized as a real problem. Kendrick tried the case of Will slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars because he was hurt by Jada's humiliation.
Okay, so that was deep.
Yeah.
He went into it. I mean, I feel what he was saying about it. Now,
Somebody said that was just his opinion.
I mean, that's. I don't know how much of that is what Kendrick was thinking,
Right.
or how much of that was what he was putting in there. That's what I was getting ready to say. Now, glad you said it.
It really makes me hate that I have a gig to know that this dude is able to make a living off his opinion.
I mean, and I feel you on that, and I feel you on that. And that's
Who
true,
has the time
but anybody
to pick apart what someone else did with their art to say what it means or doesn't mean?
But hey, this is how you get paid off your opinion. It's what you said. Because I feel you on that. Because I ain't got that kind of time. If I did, yeah, I'd be slamming on Instagram, on fucking TikTok, fucking Facebook, Meta. My fault. I'd be slamming on all that shit if I had that kind of time.
Yeah, but it's no different from us sitting down and talking about a song ourselves and trying to decipher what's what in terms of the message that he is trying to depict in any of the songs. I thought what he was doing was pretty unique. And
props to him for that. True.
Yeah, and I think some of the opinions that he shared, were pretty interesting in terms of how it correlates with his, his verses and just the visuals that Kendrick was delivering in the video. I think some of the things, as far as like going from like, especially, because when you look at the video, he comes in on certain parts of the verses that touch on as the faces are changing. Like when he changes into Kanye when it touches on he hits bipolar in the verse, or we hurt those when we tend to hurt.
Yeah,
those.
hurt people. Yeah.
Right, hurt people, and he changes into Will Smith after what we just saw at the Oscars. Chris Rock hosted the Oscars, so and Will Smith was there. But at the same time, and it's to me, I look at it. I like what he was saying in terms of just Kendrick being on this whole journey of positive change, and he even talks about the culture.
5 albums in.
Yeah, our culture has us desensitized to,
forever
on this dude, and I'm gonna blow his head, and I'm gonna take the, whatever. Those type of lyrics have just, been portrayed from a Lil Durk all the way back, whatever, and that's not what as humans just waking up every day. That's not something that should be the mindset of going out and live in that manner. It just shouldn't be. So, I mean, kudos to him for being able to take a, stance on recognizing that, and, and being able to say, I don't want to see myself contributing to that. I want to contribute to hip hop and to people from this light of positive change. And I think that's dope.
Agreed. And I hope that he gets outside sometimes too.
What?
He gets outside. Oh man,
Gets outside?
Yeah.
You talking about Kendrick?
No, I'm talking about the dude that makes these videos. It takes a lot of time.
Oh, okay.
And I know on this video, it was long. So I'm like, God damn. So part of me, to be about the culture and hip hop, I dig that someone has the time to dig every word apart from someone's art or their lyrics. We all about the bars. So yes, I appreciate that. But I also appreciate to know that he has a whole album review coming next. It's like, that's a lot of fucking shit to decipher. I can only imagine the pile of books he got on this desk. So I'm hoping that outside of all of that he entertains his fan base with, that he gets outside sometimes too. Go for a walk, sir.
I hope he has a girlfriend.
It's what, 50,000 followers,
or a guy, it's 22,
whatever floats his boat.
yeah, exactly.
I hope
What
he
does
has a
Seinfeld say?
significant
Not as
other.
though anything is wrong with it, but balance, please, sir. That's what I felt when I watched it. When I watch it, like, damn, I hope this dude goes for a walk sometime. That's a lot of homework.
there is a cancel culture.
I get being a nerd for like, or a nerd for like the art of something like for instance, Lord of the Rings, or what's the other one that was just on HBO with the dragons and all that?
Lord of the Rings.
No. HBO.
You got the Hobbit joint. You got
Hobbit.
No, not the Hobbit. Keep hollering shit out.
With like Daenerys and Game of Thrones
and shit is what he was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but that falls into the same thing too. It's intricate, and there's mad people out there that dissect all of that shit. I mean, I'm a backpacker. I go back to doing kind of all of this shit too. And I remember those people that just did it a little bit way too much. They'd be like, yo, dude, come outside. Like, open your blinds up, dude. Just a little bit.
I feel that too.
So that's all I'm saying as an elder statement. Like, I can relate, but
Yeah. It'd be like the streamers out there. God damn.
Man, no doubt. Nah, man, but if you haven't, I mean, all of you have heard the song "The Heart 5," right? The Heart 5.
Yes.
Five.
Yes.
All right. So, I mean, just in your own opinion, what do you guys think of the song itself?
It was dope.
It's dope.
It was dope. That shit
I dug it all, and and I enjoyed all of the slapstick humor they made from all of the videos we grew up with when they were changing their faces to be like, it ain't new.
Right, right. I mean, even in that video, I mean, you know, one of the best entertainers the world has ever seen had that same creativity with black and white, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
When he was
there you
doing
go. The
the
G.
oh white, and he was changing the faces. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yes.
And it was always that one dude who was smiling real hard. I know everybody with but he be like,
There you go, Sativa. There you go, Sativa.
It was that one brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, to give props to him for how prolific he is, as young as he is, it's bomb as fuck. You know, I still dig bars. I dig hip hop and the culture of it. I still have an iota in me to allocate for backpack time and to really get into the bars of the creativity that we still have amongst all these people making they change on some bullshit. So yes, I dig to breathe the air of him and how he drops hard shit. And I look forward to more. Let's go for 6.
All right.
Or does that count as 7 since he dropped the double? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Double feature. You know what I'm saying? Right? So yeah, man, there you have it. You know, got the Kendrick Lamar joint. That was Chief Loud Sportage. We're gonna jump into the next topic. So we'll be. Make sure you check us out on the gram, Chief Loud LLC. Can't miss us. For more of this on Spotify, definitely follow Chief Loud, the B-side, baby. Chief Loud is the name. You know, been doing this since 2014, and man, we still got more to come, more to bring. Sativa Black, where you at?
Yeah. I was thinking about getting you a Red Bull. Like, you okay?
Getting me a Red Bull.
Yeah, it's cold out there where you at, so it's a little slow.
Yeah, I need some wings right now. So, I mean, buffalo wings. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. So man, we're gonna jump into this next topic. My man Fly Guy, where you at?
Yeah, right here. What's up?
No doubt, no doubt. Bishop, you got the juice down. What's going on?
enjoying the wave that we surfing on, fellas. Let's get it.
For sure. Chief Loud, from me to you, what are some traditions or stereotypes in the world that don't make any sense, but people continue to follow?
A lot of statements that apply when I hear you make that question. We're here to protect and serve. How's that one?
That's good. You know, yeah, and I don't know. Is there any real truth to that? I guess in certain places, certain parts of the world, are they really serve some ass whoopings, but you know, a whole nother story. Same time. You Sativa Black, you got
weed is legal. Weed is illegal. How about
Right.
those two?
right. I mean, look at the stereotype behind. I mean, for marijuana, the whole reason why is on on that schedule. You know, think about Reefer Madness. That's a big one. You know, it basically was telling you if you smoke marijuana, you can jump out the window. You know, and that
Yes.
we all know that's not the case. If anything, I'm gonna sit back on my couch, Netflix, chill, but I ain't jumping out the window.
So, wait, what's the question again? Stereotypes that what?
Traditions or stereotypes that people follow but don't make any sense.
That stoners forget a lot. Because
Oh,
what you said?
oh, yes. Good one. Good one. Good one.
He says stoners forget a lot.
What you said?
Right. Yes.
I feel you. I don't think that's I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some tests out there that would show that person that smokes it forgets just as much as the person who does it.
Man, my mama always, where my purse at? Where my keys at? You know what I'm saying? The glasses be right on her head. Where my glasses at? You tripping, mama. I know you don't smoke, but damn, maybe you need.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll remember.
Right.
But hey, Mama, I got something a little bit better than that fish oil that they say you should take for your memory. Let me help you out.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I've been talking on my phone. And I've been looking for that bitch. Like, where the hell my phone at?
That I think that's just a you. Don't blame that on- don't blame that on
Nah.
me.
You really had in.
You know what I'm saying? He was talking on the phone like, what you looking
Yeah.
for? On my phone. Hey, y'all, man with me. Hold on. Yeah, man, that's different. That's new to me. I'm trying to think, man. That's funny. That's funny.
I mean,
That's
like I mean, this is a very controversial topic. You go with a whole bunch of shit, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, man, look, I done been around. People are people. People do their own thing, and so stereotypes really don't fit shit, but people's
Right.
imagination, and that's all it is. At
Right.
the end of the day.
Okay.
Hey man, I know a skinny dude that'll probably whip all our ass. 'Cause
Oh,
Taekwondo.
oh,
If you look at it, you be like, man, I'm about to fuck him up.
he ain't whipping my ass.
I feel you.
Yeah, no. I took Taekwondo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm studying Taekwondo. So yeah, he ain't with my ass, but also studying judo and American boxing.
So we equate size of a person as to whether.
Oh nah, don't never.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, the question is about stereotypes or traditions. So he's saying.
Yeah, sound like we adding a new one to the list. I hear you.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
underestimate a nigga because he's little. Because he could be the top MMA fighter in his class, and you just some regular dude, and you
Right.
300 pounds, and like I'm gonna whip his ass, and he will have you out there screaming, "Mommy, get this nigga off me!" You know what I'm saying?
The math has never changed. It just takes 3 pounds of pressure. Just
Exactly.
3 pounds of pressure. That's it.
Well, sometimes 7 pounds because you want to rip somebody's ear off. That's 7 pounds of pressure.
Wow.
I'm just telling. I'm just saying.
Okay. So you need 7 pounds of pressure to Mike Tyson somebody
Without using your teeth.
without using your teeth.
I think here's another tradition that I don't think makes sense. I don't think bachelorette parties and bachelor parties make sense. I think that's
Ooh, they about to come for you on that one.
I know.
that shit is dumb as fuck. That's the stupidest tradition in the goddamn world. Hey,
I feel you on that.
Let's go.
I mean, you can add weddings into that equation.
Huh?
You can add weddings into that equation.
Yeah.
A lot of money spent on
Yeah.
that.
Those are crazy traditions too. Because you don't need to do it. You don't have to do it to be with somebody for the rest of your life. You know.
I mean, all you doing is making a commitment in front of God, right? So all you gotta do is get down on your knees in front of God and say, God, we commit to each other for the rest of our
Why
lives.
do we think God gives a fuck about that? Why do we say God?
Because
God
somebody
cares
put it in the book. Somebody put it in the book. That's
I
what.
mean, but in that book, it also says that ceremony is in regards to taking possession and making someone your property. Are we still doing that?
That's true.
Use the mind. Use mine.
Yeah, talk about a lot of people still following 2,000-year-old traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Hey,
It's kind of old and outdated. It's the old and outdated. It's just like computers, man. You gotta update your processes. You gotta update your data, man. You can't be still working on a floppy disk.
right,
But people
right.
still work.
Nah,
They
gotcha.
still got the floppy disk. It's like that stuff don't even work in this. Oh man, we in Babylon.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. But yo, that's Chief Loud. That's Chief Loud from me to you, man. That's the topic we just discussed with the whole, traditions, the stereotypes that people follow that don't make any sense. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the last topic. And we're gonna end it on a note with my man Kendrick Lamar. For a track from him for the ending of the show. But my man Sativa Black with the Sativa Scope. And we out of here. No joke, Chief Loud. What's up, Sativa? What you got for us on the Sativa Scope?
Yo, I just wanted to jump in since we are discussing Kendrick Lamar, man. I wanted to kind of touch bases on his birth chart, man, and some of the things that I found interesting. Knowing a little bit, as far as like what I know. So Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini. And he's a Gemini sun. So
Twin life,
Twin. Yo, you a Gemini too, Bishop?
for sure.
All right.
okay. So Gemini sun attributes, are they're really good communicators, really good multitaskers. They're really intelligent, jack of all trades. Really,
Well,
really keeping it lighthearted. Like really, like you can go to them for information, and they may know a little bit about a lot of things. So they may not go too deep on subjects, but they can definitely touch bases on it. Very, very intelligent people. And so Kendrick Lamar is also, his moon is in Pisces. So I'm gonna give you two other artists that have the same alignments, and that's Kanye West and who did I say earlier?
Prince.
Prince. So Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Prince all have a sun sign in Gemini and a moon in Pisces. And if you kind of look at these guys, they're really good at communicating feelings and how they feel, but they do it in a very, very unique way. Especially Prince and Kendrick Lamar, it's very creative. It's very like kind of like left brain out of this world, right? And so, and then another artist that I wanted to mention who has a Piscean moon is Michael Jackson. And as you can see, he was kind of out there as well with what he was doing. It's crazy, man. Those people are really they're ruled by Neptune, which is the furthest planet besides Pluto. So when I talk about their creativity being out there, it's really out there. So a lot of people will think that they're kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? Because they come off that way. But what it really is that Pisces is the oldest sign, and they've gone through all of the other zodiac signs. It's the oldest and it's the last sign on the zodiac, and so their intuitiveness, their ability to feel emotions of everyone, and Kendrick even talks about it in one of his songs, talking about I feel everything, and they really do. They're really that deep. They can get in their brains so much in their emotions and think about how something tastes and really feel like they're tasting it. Like it's there. They're like, I taste this shit, motherfucker. but ain't nothing in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at Kendrick and you look at Prince and you look at Kanye, if you look at a lot of air signs and they're all Geminis, they are able to communicate so intelligently through their music. And another Gemini I'll mention is Lauryn Hill and Andre 3000. Lauryn Hill has the same birthday as Brasco Green and Andre 3000 had born the day after. He was born on 5/27. So that's Sativa Scope, just breaking down a little bit about the artistry and the birth chart of Kendrick Lamar and why he's able to just bring those emotions through and communicate how he feels, bringing the emotions through the moon sign, which is Pisces, which is the most emotional Philly sign of the zodiac, and being able to communicate that effortlessly through the genius and the air sign that Gemini is, and boom.
I think that's pretty dope, man. A lot of the artists, when it comes to music, that I find that I gravitate to do have the zodiac sign of Gemini. I mean, everyone you mentioned, I listen to, and everyone you mentioned, I feel like they're on a whole nother level of artistry and music. I mean, you mentioned Lauryn Hill. You can't fuck with her. You mentioned Andre 3000. Who coming for Andre 3 Stacks? Ain't nobody trying to come for him. You ain't messing with Kanye. You definitely ain't trying to go up against Kendrick. And Prince, well, he partied like it was 1999 and 1982 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the irony in that, with the type of music he released and dropped. Because I remember when it was 1999 and everybody was running around here with the Y2K shit, thinking the world going fucking in and everything gonna reset to zeros and shit. And
right.
Horse and buggy. And Prince made a song, we gonna party like it's 1999 because everything was crazy. It was everybody.
He made that shit while he was like, he knew he was gonna live through it. That's really futuristic, though.
That's futuristic.
Yeah.
So breaking it down in that manner and understanding that. Yeah, I see. Because I mean, Sativa Black sharing this with us is like, just kind of digging into your own self and finding out your strengths and weaknesses based on, these astrological signs. And that way you can kind of help govern yourself to do greater things versus, whack ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Just within from yourself. And it's gonna pull you closer to loving yourself. And then because you're gonna get a greater understanding of yourself and what your talents are, everything. So, that was dope. I appreciate that. Sativa Black with the Sativa Scope right here on Chief Loud, the B-side. All right. So, there we go, man. There it is. Chief Loud, the B-side. Shout out to all the peoples out there. The Chiefers, make sure you check us out on the gram. Chief Loud, LLC. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, man, my man, Bishop, what it do out there? Man, you gotta talk, man. People need to hear. You gonna throw up a piece. This ain't
he like this.
I'm on that puffy tip now. I'm a frequency. So I said a lot without saying anything. But I guess you just not high level yet. So you'll evolve to that. But that's what's up, fella.
Podcast. I'm gonna just say that you can't hear that on podcast for audio. So
I know that, but in moments it'd be cool to do that. I was thinking of on some booty tang tip. Did you hear what he said?
Like 4 people talking right now. So. There you go. My man, Fly Guy. What it do, man?
Yo, stay fly, stay high up in the sky, you know what I mean? Peace out, baby.
And yes, I do have some great coupons. My man, Sativa Black. What's going on?
Oh, man. Hey, say some of that Grey Poupon for me, my brother. That's all I'm saying.
There it is. There it is. My man, my crew, Chief Loud, the crew doing it again. Chief Loud, the B-side, man. On that note, but y'all have a good, blessed evening. Chief Loud, the B-side. Your boy Brasco Green. We out.
Yo.
Deuces. Smell this.
Yo, you hear that? I can hear my heartbeat.